Hello and welcome to the Machona podcast. It has been long. It has been quite a few weeks. I do apologize for the break in posting content. Hope everybody has been alright though. I am fine and just been navigating through other avenues of life. But I am glad to be back, and hopefully this time we won't have any further breaks. So, today I thought about coming in with a topic on how to deal with anger. I know this happens to pretty much everyone. We do get upset once in a while, but then how do you deal with that anger? So today I have with me an article that I put up from online, which says anger is a normal and even healthy emotion, but it is important to deal with it in a positive way. Uncontrolled anger can take a toll on both your health and your relationships. So now today I have with me 10 things that we might do to curb that anger. Now the first one is think before you speak. In the heat of the moment, it's easy to say something you will later regret. So take a few moments to collect your thoughts before saying anything, and allow others involved in the situation to do the same as well. Number 2 is once you are calm, express your anger. As soon as you are thinking clearly, express your frustration in an assertive but non-confrontational way. State your concerns and needs clearly and directly without hurting others or trying to control them. Number 3 is get some exercise. Now, physical exercise can help reduce stress that can cause you to become angry. If you feel your anger escalating, go for a brisk walk or run, or spend some time doing other enjoyable physical activities. Now, I feel this works for me quite well, where you just isolate yourself from whatever is causing you to be upset. Now, sometimes, like if it's something from the phone, you're talking to someone or chatting with someone on the phone, and just take some time off from it and just recollect your thoughts. Or if it's in person, then going out for maybe a walk or going to do other things, it really helps, because you get your mind distracted somehow before you can come back on a more calm note and then continue the conversation. So number 4 is take a timeout. Now, timeouts are not just for kids. Give yourself short breaks during times of the day that tend to be stressful. So those days that could be stressful, I know, especially with work, where you're just swamped and people are coming with their requests. I know I work in IT support, and I do get a lot of those, things are not going well, but you just feel like people are not understanding you. Like you've already told them, I am working on it, but they keep coming, like you meet this one, they're talking about the same thing, and it's like all over again. You keep hearing the same thing, and it's like they're blaming you for whatever is not working right. So that could be quite stressful, and if you're already stressed by whatever you're doing, then you might end up answering in a rush way. So taking those few breaks is quite helpful. Number 5 is identify possible solutions. Now, instead of focusing on what made you mad, work on resolving the issue at hand. There are examples, like, does your child leave messy rooms? Does that drive you crazy when your child leaves a messy room? Or is your partner late for dinner? Or you can't make up your mind on what activity to take with your partner or something like that. So instead of arguing about what has not been done, it's better you offer a solution first. This has not been done, but what if we do this? You are not criticizing, or you're not sounding critical, but you are actually coming in with a solution. And you'll be amazed at how the conversation changes, because now you're talking about possible solutions instead of just going around in circles arguing about what you have failed to do, both of you. So number 6, stick with I statements. This one, I think this one depends on the situation. So anyways, it says to avoid criticizing or placing blame, which might only increase tension, use I statements to describe the problem. Be respectful and specific. For example, say, I am upset that you left the table without offering to help with the dishes, instead of you never do any housework. Now this is pretty common as well, where when things are going well, it's all good, but when you maybe make one mistake, the other person says, oh, you never, or I never hear, or those kind of things. It becomes annoying because it feels like you have not appreciated anything else they have done, but you are using that one situation to sum everything up, to make them look like they're always making mistakes and all that. So you have to be careful on that one. Be specific. If somebody has not brought your keys on time, that's what you're upset about, so that's what you talk about. If somebody didn't call you, that's what you talk about, that particular situation. You don't have to, if you want to solve that situation, you don't have to go back and start talking about whatever else they have done wrong. Now that just doesn't come out right, so be careful with that. Now the reason why I said using I statements depends as well. Sometimes when you only use the I statements in arguments, it sounds like you're trying to make yourself holier than thou, and trying to put the blame on the other person. But in some cases, using we actually helps, because you end up sounding like you are a team. It's sort of like what they say, if we mess up together. If we win together. So trying to use we makes you look like you are trying to address that as a team. You're blaming both parties, so to speak, for whatever has not gone right, and you're trying to work together. That's my opinion. Now, number 7 is don't hold a grudge. Now, forgiveness is a powerful tool. If you allow anger and other negative feelings to crowd out positive feelings, you might find yourself swallowed up by your own bitterness or sense of injustice. But if you can forgive someone who angered you, you might both learn from the situation and strengthen your relationship. You have one argument, and 3 weeks later, you still keep referring to it, or 2 months down the line you're still talking about it. That means you have not resolved it. That means you have held it against your partner, and your partner, or whoever it is that you have that particular confrontation with, will not feel you have forgiven them. So do not hold a grudge. If you have come to a resolution, then move on and look forward. Don't let your past distort your future, as they say. Number 8, use humor to release tension. Lightening up can help diffuse tension. Use humor to help you face what's making you angry, and possibly any unrealistic expectations you have for how things should go. Avoid sarcasm, though. It can hurt feelings and make things worse. Now, this is a double-edged sword. I agree with using humor. I know it helps me a lot. But sarcasm, that's probably something that I need to work on, because it's just so tempting, like when someone is annoying you, for you to be sarcastic. But yeah, so try to avoid that, so that the person doesn't feel like you making light of their feelings. Number 9, when your temper flares, put relaxation skills to work. Practice deep breathing exercises, imagine a relaxing scene, or repeat a calming word or phrase such as "take it easy." You might also listen to music, write a journal, or do a few yoga poses, whatever it takes to encourage relaxation. I do agree with this. Especially listening to music really helps a lot of people, including myself. And maybe repeating phrases. Some of us talk to our, like to self. I know a lot of people find it weird, but actually talking to myself actually helps as well. Writing journals now. Writing journals when you are angry, that could be a bit 50-50. Because sometimes you might write things that are not pleasant, and long after your episode has passed and then somebody actually finds it and reads it, that could be a bit unsettling. So I don't know, if it works for you, then it definitely it would be something that you can continue, but it's a bit not for me. Number 10, and the last one, is know when to seek help. Learning to control anger is a challenge for everyone at times. Seek help for anger issues. If your anger seems out of control or causes you to do things you regret or hurts people that are around you, please do seek help. I know in some societies, like such as the one that I'm in, most people don't really think about getting outside help for such things, but it would be really important. I know it doesn't have to always be seeking help from a professional or somewhere where you can pay for it. It could be just taking time to speak with somebody that you trust, somebody that you respect, somebody that you think is wise enough to offer you some assistance regarding to how you can curb your anger. It definitely does help. It lifts a lot of weight off of your chest. So if you feel that you're struggling with anger, please do seek help before it leads you to do something that you might regret later on. So this is what I had. I know it's been quite a quick one, but it's just a way of announcing that I am back, and we'll try to make the episodes more consistent moving forward. As we discussed from the beginning, it's supposed to be weekly, so I'll try my best to have that done. And regarding the videos, that's something that I'm still working on, and if I'm not able to make a video, I have actually been learning to do a bit of animation, so probably you might see a cartoon every now and then. That means I haven't been able to make a video, but audio will definitely be out. So have a great week, and let's meet again this coming weekend. Thank you and enjoy.